Hello everyone, my name is Rusa. I'm a Twitch partner, somehow. And we're gonna talk about Twitch and how to get started. For starters, there's so many different ways to do it. I can't give you all like a book. This is if you do this, you will succeed. Because there's so many different ways, and depending on your personality, in different ways might fit you, and some other strategies won't work. It's so simple. Well, first I want to talk about subscribe to the channel. And see, this is YouTube. You have to say it. If this video helps out, you can think about it. I make YouTube guides, beginner guides, potato guides. I'm not a YouTuber, but I just thought, why not? But anyway, what I want to talk about is picking your game. Like, do you like FPS games? Where do you get the most traffic to your channel? Like, when you're done streaming, check the stats. They might be really disgusting to check your stats in the beginning. I've been there. I've been crying myself to sleep. No, it will go away. But how many even clicked into your stream? Like, if you played Valorant and there is a 0. But if you played a smaller FPS or maybe an RPG, you had 10 clicks in. Then you can think about which one is easier to work with, where no one is clicking on your stream, or when you at least have 10 clicks. When you have 0 that even clicked into your stream, you have to work more outside of the stream and funnel views into the stream in a third way, like forums, participating communities, and maybe have really good highlights that people notice and you go viral. For example, on Instagram, TikTok. I don't know what the kids are using these days, but if you're in a really crowded game with a lot of bigger streamers and you're just starting out, it might be really hard to be noticed. So what I would do is to check where do you get the clicks. Okay, we start over there, and before I just want to show you what I mean to get your first clicks. Like Valorant, 83k viewers, you think, oh shit, here's a good amount of traffic, let's go. 4k, 2k, 1.2k, okay, this is good, a lot of traffic. I will get hosted, I will get rated, but yeah, it might happen, might actually happen, but there's a few other people before they even come down to your stream. I have been scrolling for a while, but we're still at 20. And now we're slightly underneath. And here the smaller streamers are coming. So they have to be searching for you. And here, like you need to stand out. Why should they click on your stream and not the person next to you? Think about it. One guy said to me, before I go live, I check what kind of colors on their t-shirt do they have. Like it's a little bit like YouTube, like the thumbnail is everything. Like if everyone is like really dark and yada yada, they have a really bright color, and also have like mood lights, like they adjust like their clothing and with lights and everything to just make the thumbnail a little bit different. But that's the next level. This is now we're talking like real basics to just get the first few clicks into your stream. What I would do, or what I did start out in Hearthstone, streamed in Swedish, by the way. I did get a few regulars that did later carry on to my English streams. So sometimes you can stream in your mother tongue, you get some extra viewers that way. A great way to to evolve, but when they switch language, they can also fly away because they want to listen to their mother tongue. But that's one way. Let's watch Twitch again. If you're just starting out, what kind of category do you like? And how does your favorite game look like? Let's see Tibia. There's a few big streamers. 800, 464, 6. So, depending on the game community, is the viewers of the game centered to just a few streamers, or is there some kind of trickle down effect? It might depend on who's streaming and how the community around the game functions. But this is what I mean. With 10 viewers, you can easily get seen in this category. Like, you would be fourth with 10 viewers. You can get lucky. Some of the bigger streamers might even rate you. So, like, what's the opportunity like? And when you're first starting out, you do it for fun, but then put small goals. But this is something I would just think about. How does it look? What is even anyone clicking on me? Like, to get the first click. And when someone clicks into your stream, you can start to think about what kind of show do I want to put out there so they will be keeping inside my stream. Like, do you want to be really beginner friendly? You become a memer, entertainer, only pro plays, or maybe community oriented. I'm playing an MMO. I want to do raids together. I want to PvP with my viewers, or you just want to do solo. Everything works. But let's open up Paint. I love Paint. So, for example, we put me in here now. When I started, before I became partnered, I first streamed in Swedish, and then I switched to English so I could do variation streaming, right? I did do a little bit of Battlefield, Call of Duty, yeah, I know. But then something happened. I started to play Skyrim and Fallout. I did be a part of the Bethesda community, right? So, let's see. Should we put myself in the middle? This is me. So, here we have Wusa. It's beautiful. And here am I. And I'm streaming Skyrim, Fallout, and what happened? I get Bethesda people, like people that watch Bethesda games. Okay, they're coming in. They think it's fun. So then you have this pool of people that you can work with. The people that always check out the different Bethesda games. Bethesda has a huge following with different kind of games, a little bit niche. And they have the hardcore fans, but also people that just casually enjoys different kinds of RPG. I will actually... Okay, we will put it like this. This is Bethesda. We're putting a B. But then this is the tricky. When I was flexing between Fallout and Skyrim, which means here we have only the Skyrim people, and here we have only the Fallout. So let's just put it over here. So here we Fallout, Skyrim. So some people will only be watching that one game. They might watch every single stream of you when you play that one game, because you are their favorite narrator for that one game. And you might be doing it really good, but then they hate your other games because they're not interested. Wrong universe. So here we have the Bethesda people that watch anything from Bethesda. But then we have maybe people that just watch this for Skyrim. And then here we have for Fallout. When you've been watching here on YouTube, on all the other videos, they're talking about networking. And why the hell should you be networking? Because this is the interesting part. When you're genuinely friendly and not self-promoting, you can still get really good exposure. Because they believe you're a really nice guy or girl. Or IKEA furniture. But just be a decent human being or be funny can take you a long way. For example, if I talk in different Skyrim or Fallout streams and just being myself and chatting, when they later browse the game, they might see me live and say, hey, the Vusa dude is actually quite neat. And then from different communities, they might be popping in without even self-promoting, because when people search for a new streamer, they might go they will rather go to a familiar face because they know this guy is funny. Let's go. Let's have some fun. He cracked a really good joke, or like he helped me out. The streamer was really busy, but the guy that chatted in the chat with me helped me out anyway with a few questions. What the streamer was doing, I didn't understand. You might find out that way. And okay, he helped me out. And when the category is a little bit smaller, for example, Skyrim and Fallout, they might notice, oh shit, that guy. And after a while, more and more will tune in. But that's also why they say you should always be talking with yourself. Because when people recognize you, they might first lurk a little bit. Like a lot of people don't speak up until after a half an hour. So they can be watching for hours and hours before following. For example, I tuned in to a streamer, talked multiple times, but I just forgot to follow. But he was always there at the same time. That's why. That's why we're talking schedule. When I come home from work, or was it before work? Either way, I don't remember. I always went into this one streamer because he was always live before I went to work or off. Let's say before work. He was there. He played my game, and I just tuned in. Hey! But I didn't care to follow because he was always there on time. So that's why it's so important with the schedule. And this is also one of the reasons some people might recommend to do one game in the beginning to get the foundation, because people will tune in to their game that they want to see. And if you're on live the same hour every single day, they notice you in the feed. Oh, okay, I haven't checked out this human in a while. Let's do it. And some people will follow, maybe on the third entry, fourth, fifth. Not always the first time. So that's also something to consider. And some people like when you have alerts and big flashy things. Others do not. And it just depends on what kind of a niche you're doing. But this is what I want to show at least. Like, you're like in the center, and depending on the communities you're taking part of. For example, you might be super active on Reddit, and here comes another bubble. For example, if you create content on YouTube as well, here comes another. Oh shit. And yeah, let's put it great. Here comes another bubble. So I don't say don't go around and just spam, because that doesn't work. Hey guys, I'm live, tune in. No one clicks that. Just become genuinely friendly with different people. For example, I could almost say if you have a few friends, you all three sit with one viewer each. Make a schedule, and you would keep each other company during the streams. Because when people see there are people speaking in the chat, they enjoy the conversation that's going on in the chat. So if you have a streamer friends, you can say, okay, I can hang around in your stream, you hang around in mine until we get things going, or you can stream together as well. Now there's so many different niche things you could do, but this is a little bit like the basics. Like, you know, which community do you want to be? For example, when Sea of Thieves came out, a friend of mine, he did leave with Sea of Thieves. He never stopped playing with it. He has around 700 viewers at the moment. But when he started with Sea of Thieves, he had like 20, 30. But he had a specific niche that no one else did. He created extra content. He was extremely good on what he was doing. And he stayed with one game for many, many years. So just find what you want to grow with. Like, for example, Sea of Thieves again. When people left the game, some stayed there. And they picked up the remains and built something own of it. And that's a really good way to do it. Like, find what you want to do and see what kind of community has it. And different games works at different times as well, because time zones are a bitch. But for example, daytime Europe, some niche RPG games doesn't work at all. But they might work during Europe evenings, because then the Americans are awake and they love this specific game. So you might be playing the right game for the right community, but you are live at the wrong time. Or there is a really popular caster that's streaming exact game as you, and he takes all the focus. You could schedule your stream a little bit later, and so you get some extra exposure when he's done. Some people say I stream at the same time as popular casters, and then the viewers will check out other streamers as well. And the others say, no, I want to be first in the category, because people click on the guy that's first. Then why not do both? Start your stream as long as he's live, but your stream should also be going when he ends. So then you get a little bit trickle down effect. When he goes offline, they might check out someone else that's live right about now. Thank you. That's like 20 minutes. If this video helped you a little bit, subscribe to the channel, like, comment. Is there any questions? Was this video any good at all? And I can go into more specifics later, but this is like my basic thinking when it comes to streaming. And don't spam, become real friends with people, and it's much easier to grow together with other people than alone. And don't be a dick. It has to be said, don't be a dick. Just be yourself, and positiveness will spread, you know? Thank you for watching, and see you on Twitch. Or, yeah, if you want more content like this, scream. Toodaloo.